that better? Yes! Alright! Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Project Hell and welcome back to Project Cars, where today we're going to start off with the Aston Martin Racing. I can't see chats. Well done me. There's background noise because my door is slightly ajar. Hang on, I'm going to fix that. You have to bear with me a minute. Ooh. Alright, so I'm going to start off today with the Aston Martin Vantage GT12. Which does look quite fast and scary, so what other paint jobs does this thing have? Because if this has got a really cool one, I'm not going to bother. So let's get going. I think I've got everything set up correctly. I don't know what kind of gearbox this thing has. So I've got my 8 shifter set to neutral. My paddles are ready. This looks like... Oh, good lord. This thing has a lot of acceleration. And a very slow gearbox. That's not particularly good for me. What I am going to do is I'm actually going to return to the pit box because I need to exit entirely. Okay. I want to up the volume a bit because I'm listening to it in my headphones now, and it's the engine sounds are quiet, which I don't like. So let's go to options, audio, engine volume is maxed. Let's bring master volume up to 36%. Let's try again. That's much better. Just listening to it straight away, it's much better. So I am using headphones and a hat because I've been told I'd look silly without a hat. Essentially.
Go, go, go.
Yes, that's much better. Let's get this view up correctly for you guys. I can't brake much more than I already do, because it does feel like this thing's got road tires on and doesn't have that much grip. So, oh no, it's got soft track tires. It's just a car that doesn't have an awful lot of grip. Here's hoping I have less problems with this than I did with the Audi last week. Does seem to handle really nicely. I'm loving the sound of the V12. I know the camera isn't in the right place for Project Hell, but it'll have to do. I'm kind of wondering if half the problem is that the tires are still cold. This thing does seem to like turning, at least. This is actually my first time driving this thing, so I'm still kind of... yeah, I'm not going to be as quick as I possibly can be. And of course I'd kick it out into drifter. Of course I did. It should be good to go full speed down here. In theory. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, maybe not full speed. Well, that means trying to take dirt rally up here full speed is a definite no-no. Hello, Lyle. I have to write down your name at some point. Let's write down your name, Lyle, and put you on the regulars list with Moobot, who I now have in the chat on Twitch. So, if you want to have a look at the times that I've already done, because I have been doing this series on YouTube for a while. Who came if you want to see the times that I've done, if you put exclamation mark Project Hell in the chat, you'll get a link to a Google Doc that contains all the times of the cars that I've covered so far. I've kind of had to backtrack a bit to cover this Aston Martin. Whoa! Just because it released Tuesday. I really dislike this section of the track of the car that doesn't have a lot of grip. No space, Lyle. It has to be just one word, or else Moobot doesn't understand it. Speaking of which, I'm hoping Moobot's in the chat. There we go. Okay, that was not good. I did skip an Audi last week as well because I am currently driving an Aston Martin GT12. It's not on the list at the moment because it released on Tuesday and I forgot to update the Google Doc during the week. I forgot to update the Google Doc before today, so I'll be updating it every time I complete a lap, so I'll insert it where it needs to be inserted. The car after this is going to be the Audi R8 V10 Plus, which does seem to have some issues. Now the rules of Project Hell are very simple. If you look at the top left of the screen, you will see a session best time. When that is empty, I have not set a lap. When that has a time, a lap is counted. And I'm going to be doing this with every car. Oh my god, this thing has a 7th gear. I thought it only had 6. 7th does seem to be... Okay, I'm going to have to brake here. This is the joy of driving a car for the first time around the Nurburgring. This is quickly turning into my test track for vehicles. Another rule can't beat me. I'm not the greatest driver in the world, so I could be very easily beaten. XSplit keeps telling me I got high CPU usage, probably because I'm running 2 streams at once again. And this game is not particularly light on CPU. So now that I know that there's a 7th gear, I can actually probably go a bit faster. Because I thought this thing was maxed in 6th. Oh, that was a 5th gear corner. So if you're new to Project Cars and you don't know what this entire overlay means, I will explain it real quick. If you look at the top center, you'll see 3 little bars. One is red, one is yellow, one is green. Red is how much I'm braking. So you can say I braked probably a bit too much coming in there. Yellow is the clutch. Your stream of people probably goes from 3 to 4, 4 to 7, 7 to 10. Okay. And the green bar you're seeing that's moving up and down, probably a lot more than everything else, is the accelerator. The 4 little green squares, they're currently green, are the tires. The yellow circles around them are the amount of stress the tire is under. A lot of those readouts are pretty much just for my benefit, so I can see the brake temperatures and tire temperatures and tire pressures. This is really just something that you're supposed to use in testing. And in the top left, just beside my lovely face and hat, is a bar that's normally maxed out. That is my force feedback. So you can see there, something really weird happened. It went bizarre. Don't think that's ever happened to me before. I'm really not looking forward to some of the BMWs that are coming up. They should be coming up today if I do this right. I didn't see anything pop up to say the lap is invalid, so I'm going to continue at full speed. Sixth is a terrible gear. I think I locked the rear brakes there. I could hear something coming out of the back of the car. So here's the corner I love the most. This is called the Graccioli Carousel. It's bizarrely slow in this corner. No, I was just trying to take it too slow. This is in kilometers an hour. I find that when I'm trying to get a specific speed through a corner, kilometers an hour are a lot more reliable. Because I could be going half a mile an hour too quickly. And 1 kilometer an hour too quick through some corners is far too quick. Come on, get through this. Yes. So you notice that I'm looking over and back a lot. I'm actually looking at the corners on the screen. Okay, so that time I just completely lost control and figured stopping up was better than hitting a wall, which it definitely is at this point in the circuit. This thing seems very tail happy. Do this in third. That's a mini carousel, as it's widely known. Now to what is essentially the second to last corner. It's a long, sweeping right-hander that brings you out onto the main straight. This straight is 2 kilometers long. I think. It's quite long. Very long. It's a long straight. So now we're in 7th gear. We can cruise because it's going to just kind of keep 270 kph roughly. And it'll gain a bit of speed coming around this corner and down the hill here. If we can regain control. That was a really bad place to crash. Hopefully that didn't invalidate the lap. Something did. The slowest has been an Aston Martin 300. And the reason it was so slow is because it was made in the 60s and doesn't have the best tires. So I did something on that last lap that invalidated it, and I don't know what. The Aston Martin 300 made it around the ring slower than a go-kart. So I'm going to try and take this lap a bit more brave than the last one. Just hug the corners a bit more. You can't wait for the Mustangs? I sure as hell can. Those things are really silly. Plus, to get to the Mustangs, we'll have to get through all the, both the K-rooms, and they are... they're gonna be fun laps. Went super wide there. Any dodges? Not at present, I don't think. There's a Cadillac. I normally take that corner in third. That said, this corner is most definitely second, if not first. I take that corner back there. It is a hairpin. I take it in second just to get some extra grip on the way out. Is this lap still good? Yep. Can I say that again? There are no dodges at the moment in Project Cars. Not that I can remember. There is a Cadillac. And Corvette C7. That's going to be a fun one, I think. The C7. This thing is just really, really hyper. Good Lord. Having to take a lot of these corners a bit slower than I normally would, just because this car doesn't seem to like lateral grip all that much. Even on these, they'd be semi-slicks if they're track tires. And I am quiet because I am concentrating as much as possible, because This thing does enjoy slipping and sliding. Case in point right there. This thing doesn't seem to enjoy bumps all that much. Yeah, it definitely doesn't enjoy bumps. So, this is not a good Aston Martin. Apparently for going off-roading in. Probably a very good one for drifting though, judging by the rear end. Throw some street tires on the rear end, you got a brilliant drift car. That's still good. We're heading for mid-7, it looks like. Can I change the... No, the Motec isn't changing. We'll stay in 6th this time. Just because that seemed to get a bit of extra grunt out of the engine last time. Yep, we're still actually gaining speed going uphill, which is unusual. I could have sworn I felt my phone going off, but it's in the it's not in the pocket that I thought it was. There we go. That is a 7. Got a nice big pen here. A 744 point. What was it? 432. 432. Lovely. I'll just exit that. I'm sure I want to quit the session. I'm going to run that on YouTube for the apparently 3 people who are watching there. And I'm going to really quickly go back up to the top here. It goes in before the Audis. Insert one below. Aston Martin Vantage GT12. And that was a 744.432. Did I not get a time in the BAC manual last week? I did, and I forgot to put it in. The time in the... So the Aston Martin was actually slower than the BAC mono. Downside is I only need to open up both chats. Oh, Denny Harnett, you said something that was very naughty. What did Nightbot delete? Because I can... Nice hat. Oh! Yeah, Danny, I do have a chatbot enabled on YouTube. I do apologize. I do apologize, but I just need an auto mod because I've had some issues with idiots. And Nightbot is just there to to deal with them if they arrive, if and when they arrive. So next up is going to be, and I'm not looking forward to this because I don't think there was a patch during the week, the Audi R8 V10 Plus, which seems to have a weird bug. I'm gonna, if it starts happening again, just realised most of the problems I was having last week seemed to be me trying to take a corner far too quickly. That was my phone going off, and I have a message on WhatsApp. What's the WhatsApp message? Yes, I am awake. I do apologise, Denny Harnett. I do genuinely apologise. Let's keep the soft tires. I want to see if I can shore up the suspension a bit. Because that seemed to be an issue. The suspension's quite stiff. Well, there's your problem. The rear sway bar was way too soft. Danny, if you stream at all, you'll know that idiots arrive, and it's easier to just have a bot that you know is there. There you go.
Go.
So this is a car I'm not looking forward to getting around. That said, shoring up the rear suspension does seem to have helped a bit with the bumps. I received word that Niverage is on his way. Assuming his internet decides to pick up the stream this time, because he tried 10 minutes ago and it wasn't working. So this is the Audi R8 V10 Plus right now. And this seems to have some genuine clipping problems. Because I've spun it a couple of times last week and it came to a dead stop. I tried to take some corners super quick last week and it came to a dead stop. You have 555 subs, or I do? I'm not sure what you're saying there, Danny. By the way, if you just chat normally, you shouldn't get the banned words. You shouldn't hit them. I have specifically... There it goes again! You do. Right, watch. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna... I do. Yeah, I thought I had more than that, actually. Just watch this, guys. Because this is why I skipped this car last week. And I'm fast forwarding through to the point that it is actually of importance. I can... Okay, just watch what happens here. Coming along, driving along at high speed, and stop. And I can bet... Yep. Look at the rear tires. Look at the rear tires. All 4 tires have come through the body. This car is bugged. I can't do a lap in this car. I'm gonna have to make a post on the Project Cars forums about that. So I'll just have to write like impossible car is bugged or something as the time. Yeah, I because if it's gonna stop midway through the lap, like that, that's not a glitch. EOE, aka Nevo, that is a bug. That is consistent. I've done that at least 3 times now. So the Audi R8 V10 Plus in Project Cars is bugged. It is impossible to drive that car around the Nurburgring, and I kind of expected that to happen. Hopefully, Slightly Mad Studios will fix it in the next patch. However, I don't really see that happening. So if somebody wants, you can put up a post and say, and find the timestamp of this stream when it's done, and say, hey guys, here's a glitch or a bug with the V10 Plus, that makes it impossible to go around some tracks. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to go down here. The Mazda MX-5 Rad Bull, this is a drift car. This is specifically made for drifting. I can drive it around the ring. I need to be super careful, but I can drive it around the ring. I can't drive an Audi R8 V10 Plus that has less than half the horsepower. You know, that's a bug, flat out. So what is up next for us? The BMW M1, lovely. This one I'm not looking forward to. This one I'm not looking forward to. The Stanceworks cars are built for drift. Most of these should be okay. The touring car I'm kind of not looking forward to. The touring cars in this seem to perform a bit odd. This thing I'm really looking forward to, because this is going to be an insane lap. Group 5 turbo. M1 Pro car should be fun. So I best just write in my little book here, because I have a book. I thought that was just something that was going wrong with the game last week with the V10 Plus Audi, but apparently not.
Go, go, go!
Oh. Yep, this is... It's a mesh bug when programming. Each wheel has a collision script. Looking at that, looks like they use the same script on all four wheels. It does look like that. So, this is going to be a fun car, because I've just realised it's got 8 shifters. So, at certain points during this, you'll see me pressing all 3... all 3 pedals at once. That is actually me pressing all 3 pedals at once. A quick reminder that red is brake, yellow is clutch, and green is throttle. Did I accidentally select the touring car, I wonder? Because this thing has a lot of grip for a road car. She's got buckets of grip. I like this. Well, I could use that, except Project Cars does it quite nicely. I could use that here, but Project Cars really does just help. Because it even shows the pressures of what I'm doing. It's like if I just feather the clutch here really quick, it's showing pressures, brakes and accelerator, so it's... what I've got available right now is fine. And it's giving me information as well, so that I can see on any given corner if I'm overdoing the throttle, overdoing the brakes or something. That shift, I blasted the throttle by mistake. So it turns out this thing doesn't have a lot of grip, and I was just imagining it. You don't know car games, so you're useless. That's a first. I'm still kind of surprised I can heal toes effectively as I do. And by the way, Nevo, Nightbot now works on YouTube. Need for Speed Underground. Wow, that's setting the bar pretty low, to be honest, in terms of physics. Nightbot works on YouTube, so I got Nightbot modding my YouTube channel. I got Moobot here. Does this thing have more than 4 gears? It's cool and it's helpful because now I've got a constant mod, and I don't need to ban the real idiots, because the banned word lists work still. Also, commands. So if you're in YouTube chat and you want to see the, if you want to get a really quick link to the Google Doc I'm using for the times, if you put ! Project Hell is all one word, you can get the Google Doc up. The same on Twitch. I intentionally have the commands set the same so that I don't forget them. This really seems to be performing kind of like a NASCAR. With inexplicable. Wow. It's like a NASCAR with traction control. Not Project Cars, Project Hell. Did I say Project Cars? ! Project Hell. Should get Moobot and Nightbot working. That's what I was doing after our Skype conversation last night. I got a bit bored and decided to try and get... there we go. I wanted to get Nightbot into both chats, but apparently it wouldn't work, so I started setting up Moobot instead. Who apparently has managed to lose mod status. Moobot is a real silly. This thing just does not want to turn. This is going to be rivaling the 300 Aston. It's a beautiful car, but it just doesn't want to turn. This is the first time in a while I've actually driven third person in any game. But the noise of this engine isn't as nice as I thought. Outside of the cab. Meanwhile, in it sounds like you are literally stuck in hell. So let's see how we do now. Have I invalidated the lap immediately? Ooh, that wasn't good for the engine. Let's get some left foot braking going. The gear ratio in this car is really bizarre. The overall gear ratio on this thing is just weird. There we go. So Nurburgring is a very high speed, super technical track. This is a really mentally taxing stream, I have to admit. I'm not talking much, but I'm having to concentrate on every corner of this track. And try and get decent lines going through a lot of them. Yes, that happens, and that's the lap invalidated for sure now, yep. Let's reset to the pit and see if I can get better tires on this thing. Soft track tires, lovely. Fake Michelins, by the way. Masculine. Got about 5 laps of fuel, that's fine. I'm gonna turn off the brake mapping to 9. Gonna actually change the gear ratio a bit just to get a bit more acceleration out of the car. There we go. Limited slip is alright. Suspension geometry seems fine. That was a damper. Suspension geometry. I'm gonna stiffen up the rear sway bar, much like I did in the Audi.
Go, go, go.
See if these track tires help at all. Or if the sway bar adjustment I made helps. Right, so straight away I can tell you the tires are providing a bit more predictable grip. I think I kind of screwed up the sway bar, because now the rear seems to be bouncing about. So I'm gonna return the sway bar to where it was. The rear just seemed to be bouncing a bit too much there, so I think that was the only issue I really had there. Was that the let's see how we're performing that. No, yeah, there we go. does help if I find the correct gear eventually. The rear sway bar was actually set well. Or it's set as well as it can be. Because when I changed it, the rear of the car just started jumping. And that's not something I want to happen at all. These tyres, however, let me take a few more risks. And see if the issue with the Audi was the tyres. So that's kind of a secondary advantage. Because it could be that it's just this tyre model is bugged. The masculine or the track softs, because the Audi had Ferrettis, which are fake Pirellis. Come on, turn. There we go. Come on, get through that. Yes, good. Whew, okay. Slight double brake. Just shore the car up. Again, bit of brake. Just full throttle through here now, because I should have the grip. Down to third for this section, down to second here. Keep it nice and tight. Bring up the throttle gradually. Bit of a feather through that right hander just to make sure the rear is set. Down to third for this. And you have to. I really feel I've got to stay off the throttle for far too long coming through that corner. Second through here, just to make sure that you got the grip and the grunt to get up through the hill here. To fourth, and just ease the throttle. This is usually a second gear corner. Can I make it in third? I could have made it in third, but second would have been a better idea. So this is going to be a reasonably flat out stretch in pretty much every car. Your mileage may vary with specific cars. Some cars you can get through there flat out, some cars not. This is one of the cars where you most definitely cannot. Down to about 100 miles an hour there, I braked a bit too hard. But then you're back up to full throttle through that kink for most cars. Down to first or second gear, it's really your choice. I find second is a bit more... It does seem to be a second gear corner in general, so that corner back there is second. This is second or third. I prefer second just because you can screw up like that. The carousel is a difficult corner. If you don't get into that groove straight away, the groove on the left-hand side of the track, you're never going to get into it, and you're going to have a slower corner as a result. Now, if you're using an open-wheeler car or a go-kart, Something like that. You are going to want to intentionally, especially the go-karts, because they got such hard suspensions, you're going to want to avoid getting into the groove of the carousel. Because, well, with the go-karts you're going to take some odd lines. This thing just does not want to turn at times. With the go-karts you want to try and avoid the groove of the carousel because, because the groove has some... The hell, car. The groove of the carousel, I'll eventually get the sentence out, I promise, has some rather large bumps that I'm feeling through the wheel, even in this, which has pretty beefy suspension. I'm wondering if I should turn off traction control. Or if it's just that this car does not like to turn. It's just this car does not like to turn, apparently. In a lot of performance cars there'll be 5th gear coming through here, but 4th because, hey, why not? That was a pretty good mini carousel. To here, and just try and get the car turned in. Second segment, you just need to lift a bit. Once you feel the car turning in, you nail the throttle again, just get it out the other side. And here's where you sit back, make yourself a cup of tea, read a nice book, watch your favourite television program, and maybe make a movie or two. Depending on whether or not you are Nicolas Cage. Because this is just a long straight where you can completely ignore the wheel. You'll race me in the class Lexions too. I don't think that's happening. Okay, so here we go. Timed lap attempt. In this car that does not want to turn ever for any reason. Then once it does turn, it turns too much. That's invalidated. Apparently not. Tried to take that corner a bit faster than I probably should have. That was my own fault. That was taken well. This is a good section. This one not so much. This is just get it through the damn corners. Because this thing has some weird characteristics. This is, by the way, the BMW 1 Series M Coupe. Or as I've just written it down, the BMW 1M, because that's what it is. And worryingly for me, this is the more sane of the two 1Ms that are in the game. Because I've got all the DLC, all the DLC that adds vehicles, anyway. I don't bother with the livery packs. Apparently I missed fourth gear there. Don't bother with the livery packs because I don't race multiplayer. Because all the accounts I've seen of multiplayer have just been destruction derbies. Apart from when, you know, you get a group of trusted people together. So I've got all the cars that can be in Project Cars, all the tracks that again are in Project Cars currently, as it can be now. I have been saying for the past couple of weeks that the Indy Motor Speedway was coming to Project Cars. Unfortunately, I was wrong. They did make that announcement. They shouldn't have, but they did. And as it turns out, they can't get the rights to any ovals. So, you know, people who've been hoping for ovals, courtesy of the IndyCar, the NASCAR that's now in the game, the older spec NASCAR that was in the game from launch. People like me who are kind of hoping for an all-round racing experience instead of just all road tracks. Disappointed. I'm disappointed and kind of irritated in SMS not making a full public announcement that they unintentionally misled consumers by announcing back in 2013, 2014 that Indianapolis Motor Speedway would be in Project Cars. That's a misleading statement. They're saying it wasn't intended to be misleading. It doesn't matter. It's misleading. That statement is still on their website, so now it is intentionally misleading. Because, hey, it's still there. Doesn't matter if it's a few years old. The statement is there. You know, consumers are going to be misled by it. I've been misled into saying that, hey, it's coming. No, they've known for months that it wouldn't be. And they haven't made a public statement, other than on their forum, that, yeah, we kind of screwed up, we can't get any oval rights. Oh, you had a quick meeting. How did that go? In vague terms that you can put in chat that aren't breaking NDAs. Despite the fact that you own the NDA, so you can break it all you like. Has a plan been formulated? Has a plan been formulated to counter the issues? Yes or no? That is... that is all I want to know right now. You'll tell me tonight. That sounds a lot like a no. Wow, this is going to be a slow lap. So I'm going to try and go onto well, as long as I can tonight. I do need to have food and everything done before like 9 o'clock because I've got stuff to do in Skyforge that's really infuriatingly time limited. Simple terms, don't worry. Okay. Well, that's all I wanted was should I be worried or not? Yeah, has some sort of solution been thought out? Yes, that's basically what you said. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. I'm still employed. That's why I wanted a yes/no answer. Has it? There have been some minor issues going on. 80674. Good lord. So that is a 80674. 747. I've got an R2D2 pen, by the way. Come on, focus. Got a really nice R2D2 pen. It's huge. I like it. So let's exit that session. Yes. And I will now update the 80677 and play an ad on YouTube for the apparently 3 people watching on YouTube. If you are in either of the chats, feel free to say hello. Somebody's sent me something on Steam apparently. One new invite. Oh, accept that. So next up is... No, go away, calculator. Next up is going to be the BMW... Oh god. This thing. Okay, so the BMW 1M has 342 horsepower, okay? The 1M Coupe Stanceworks has 460. And a rearward... Oh god. Rearward weight balance. Of course it has a rearward weight balance. Why would it not have a rearward weight balance? That's gonna make it hell to turn. Right, tuning setup. They look like drift tires to me. Or sound like it at least. Gonna just up the downforce straight away. Not even gonna mess about and do test laps. I'm upping the downforce. Fixed ratio. Oh boy, this thing eats fuel.
Go, go, go.
I'm gonna... Okay, that was more or less a test to see how this thing accelerates. Well, is the answer. Very well. So, somebody had the bright idea of throwing a turbo kit into this thing. Wonderful. Because that is the wastegate releasing every time I change gear. This thing feels fast. Easy, woo. I'd love to know where I'm currently placing all the Project Cars streams on Twitch, because I've noticed they tend to have very low viewership. Probably took that a bit slow, but better safe than sorry. There we go. Ooh, easy. I don't believe it. This thing performs better than the stock 1M. This thing performs a lot better than the stock 1M. A whole lot better. I won't be able to take that flat out, but it's definitely got the grip to take a lot of these corners at a much more reasonable speed. So that was an 806 from the 1M stock. I'd expect this car to maybe be $20 seconds faster in a lap. Definitely a few seconds faster. Especially considering the length of the lap. I'd expect it to be faster. I don't know if the top speed is can I change the can't change the brake balance. Mind you, a 60% front balance that seemed to kind of counteract the issues with the weight balance that I noticed immediately. You're making me a little present. I'm worried about that. Whoa, calm down, car. You know, there was a time when back when I was learning the whole heel-toe thing, that's now kind of coming close to second nature. Where I would just get completely confused by what on earth I was trying to do with my feet. Because, as you may or may not know, those of you watching, I don't drive. I don't drive in real life, so, you know, learning heel-toe and clutching and H-shifting, really kind of, I was just like, what on earth are my hands doing? What do I need to do with my feet? Where does my left foot go when I'm doing this? And I watched a few people on Twitch, they play iRacing, have foot cams set up, and I watched a few foot cams to see how the skilled people do it, I guess. And it's just quick movements rather than precise ones. And hello, Jim. How are you doing today? This thing isn't burning through its tires as fast as I thought. It is burning through fuel though. I'm good. A little stressed because of this stream. This is the most stressful stream of the week. Well, most mentally taxing, I should say. Because this track doesn't give me a whole lot of room for error. And some of these cars don't either. But I seem to be making the most of it. I seem to be getting to grips with what I need to do. It's a bit of a pace change? I don't think so. I think it's about the same pace as ATS, to be quite honest. Mentally, it is... it's only slightly more mentally taxing than ATS. Because ATS I'm having to manage the speed to a specific... you know, I'm having to keep to a speed limit, I'm having to worry about traffic. Whereas with this... my only worry is... am I within the margin for error on this lap? Am I pushing the envelope a bit too far? Am I able to save this? Where exactly am I on track, you know? It's all very straightforward things. And the force feedback with this does help me get around, because it's telling me what the car wants to do at times. Plus the gear changes on this are a lot quicker. I find myself in ATS just... I feel like I'm just standing on the clutch for 5 minutes every time I shift. So that I don't damage the gearbox. Whereas with this is a kick a clutch. Like that. Plus I don't need to worry about something coming up against me. Do need to worry about losing a bit of concentration and slipping off the track and hitting a wall and invalidating a lap, but that's... You know, concentration needs to be kept anyway. How's this lap doing? We're good. This lap is still live. Okay. That's the fastest I've taken that corner in a little while. Can't take it flat out here, but... dropping down a gear is probably better for grip anyway. Hey Blaze, how you doing today? If anybody in chat wants to, either of the chats, if you put exclamation mark Project Hell as all one word into the chat, a robot will be present very quickly and give you a link to the Google Doc I'm using that has all the times and the reason that I am not completing a lap in the Audi R8 V10 Plus quite yet. I am flat out refusing to do that car because it is impossible. The reason is in is in the stream. So if you're watching on Twitch, I encourage you to come over to YouTube later on and watch the first hour or so of the stream to see what exactly happens with the V10 Plus. And if you don't want to, the simple explanation is it's bugged. It's bugged to high hell. There's a collision mesh issue, and it just stopped dead on track. Right there. Hope everybody's got a nice cup of tea for this straight. So it looks like this is going to be, hopefully, fingers crossed, a good attempt. Assuming I don't screw up too much here. Because I don't think I've got enough fuel to complete another lap. Good attempt. That was a 7:34, 7:14. 7:34, 7:14. So yeah, that was about 30 seconds quicker than the stock 1M. So just a celebration, add on YouTube. We'll put the time in. 7:34, 7:14. Lovely. And we'll get both chats back up because I only have the two screens and I need a third screen almost. What's this? Oh, you've made me a little overlay. I'm actually going to save that. I won't put it into the stream now because issues. Thank you. Actually, I will put it onto the stream, so just bear with for a second. Add that. This. Open. It's broken slightly. And there we go. We got a lovely little overlay now that actually fits with the Project Cars logo. Oh, that's kind of fitting. For some reason I opened up Windows Store at some point. You need to send it. No, it works perfectly. It downloaded as a ping. EOE. It downloaded as a ping. It works fine. Did it download as a ping? I'm just gonna double check this now. So bear with me for a moment while I just double check what file format. Yeah, it downloaded as ping. It's perfect. What is this? It's really not. I really like it. So now I look like a proper professional streamer. Next up is the oh god. Don't know what the grey is. I can. Yeah, I'll swap it out for the one you sent me on Facebook, real quick. No, I don't want to save the link. Save image as... For some reason Facebook thinks it's a JPEG. Yeah, it's Facebook doesn't handle pings, not Imgur. Jim's decided to use the thing. Can I... Hang on. Let's get a chroma key going. Or color key even. Just to try and get rid of the eyedrop tool on the grey. Okay. Now this should... So for some reason the grey is stuck there. That's really quite strange. Let's make it ultra bright. Yes. Now, let's get none going again. Oh, I've gone and knacked it now, haven't I? There we go. We're doing some stream setup work now, apparently. They've broken it. Download. Yes, I want to overwrite that. And now I need to remove that. Add a new one. XSplit is really quite that's the JPEG, that's the ping. There we go, it's decided to work this time. Oh my god. I found what the grey was. It's me wall. The overlay is so colourful, it's making my lilac-y purple wall look grey. I need a green screen, I really do. That's going to be one of the next things I buy. I think, is going to be a green screen. So, yeah, this is going to cover two of the worst things for me. Is car from the 70s-ish. Because look, if I put my hand up over here, it's there. See, look, hello, behind the overlay. A car from the 70s has been modified to have more power. Lovely. That's going to be terrifying. Get this thing into first. I can have your green screen. Dude, I've got no room. I'm going to have to get something that I'll have to make some sort of mount to like nail into the back of my chair so that the green screen is actually attached to the chair. Or something like that. I'm actually going to try and move my webcam slightly because I've noticed it's not quite right on the overlay. That should in theory do it, maybe. No, I've got it the other wrong way. Let's just put the webcam back up where it was. I've also apparently moved Project Cars, which maybe might not be a bad. Let's just resize everything. No, the webcam does not go up there. That can kind of stay. I'd need to create a mount, so it's gonna be something that I'll probably do this summer. 6 by 6 meters, yeah. I'll look on eBay tonight, probably, and see if I can get one that's a reasonable size that I can mount onto the back of my chair. Or something to that effect. So here we go with the BMW 2002 Stanceworks Edition.
Go.
Oh, whoa. What the hell was that? I'm getting the horrible feeling this is supposed to be a drift car. Stu, this is the first time I've driven the damn thing, so there will be teething issues. Let's return to the pit box and see if we can get better tires on this thing. No, I can't. Good.
Go.
You like the corner spins? This thing just has way too much oversteer. Doesn't have enough grip at all. Probably because of the super thin tires. Pop-up things, 1 meter by 3 meter. Photographers use. Oh, that might work. Oh god, this is gonna be a hell one.
Go.
We're 2 minutes in already and we're still exiting the bloody pits. Let's try coming out of this in a second. There's the grip. And there it goes. I didn't expect this to be a problem one. Every bump it hits, it's just gone. Here we go again. Okay, so I'm gonna have to tune this thing. And it's gonna have to be the suspension that I'm gonna have to. Let's raise the ride heights. And try and stiffen the suspension. No, I need to soften it a bit. And the sway bars. Need to leave them where they are. Soften the dampers. Just reload that a bit. Up the final drive a bit, just to get a little bit less grunt. Up the brake mapping to 6. Let's see how this works now. Hello, Nevo. Decided to swap chats, I see. Twitch kept crashing again. Well, it's... I don't know what's up with Twitch. I really don't. This is gonna be a really slow lap when I finally get one done, because this thing just does not want to behave. Seriously, dude. Come on. Things that I like about this car. The wing mirror. Things that I dislike. Literally everything else so far. I've got nothing but... What the hell? This car's handling is amazing. Yes, it's you know, if I get used to it, it probably is quite good handling. Bear in mind though, this is the StanceWorks one. So this is a modified version of it, of the normal BMW 2002. So it could be that there's a comic relief, that's for sure. Yeah. I don't know how I can... So here's my issue, okay? Here's the issue I'm having with the car, the major issue. I'm having turn-in understeer, and as soon as I hit the apex, there's nothing but oversteer. Emmerdale's on an hour, will the lap be completed? I don't know, I've had hour-long sessions of this where I haven't done a complete lap yet. Or a complete lap before, so... I mean, it is completely possible. The big question is, can I learn this car? You wish you could have seen the area atom map. That was pretty tame. The area atom was a pretty tame car, I gotta admit. I think I'm starting to get somewhere. Learning this car. The trick is keep it in third gear always. Tap the handbrake over the brake. Yeah, that's gonna be an idea. No. Oh, there is a handbrake. It's completely useless. Let's turn on the light. Oh, that's the wipers. Let's turn on the lights. Every car is different, but there's some that just have some weird characteristics. Like this thing likes understeering and then suddenly snap oversteering. almost unpredictably. So I'm kind of thinking that might be a tire pressure issue. If it's a drift car, this isn't a drift car by the feel of it. Drift cars usually just want to snap oversteer constantly. This is hanging somewhere in the balance between over and understeer. Plus I gotta try and manage the tyres so that it's still tyres left on the car by the end of the lap. And by the way, 15 minutes is not going to be the slowest outlap I've done. Or, sorry, by the end of this, 15 minutes will not have been the slowest outlap. I can guarantee that, because there's going to be one where I'm going to have to start off in 6th gear and hold it at low revs constantly through the entire lap. I think I'm getting the hang of this thing. I did say I thought. Has that invalidated the lap now? I don't think so. I don't know if this is going to be a valid lap or not. Oh boy. This is a car that just... It seems like it's most stable when I'm braking, so if I start getting unstable I can just slap the brakes and that has surely invalidated the lap. No. Let's just try just flat out. Screw it. That's invalidated lap. Yep. Hey, geek. Oh my god. Let's return to the pit box. Can I do anything to this? To deal with understeer decrease. To counteract oversteer decrease. Right, rear tire pressure. Let's go for 1.6 bar then. On the rears. And on the fronts we'll go for 1.8. There is. I'm trying. They do say when skidding to turn into the skid, don't try and fight. Yes, but that doesn't actually tend to work with race cars. If you're like trying to save a road car. With race cars, you actually want to fight it. So I'm just gonna do some small changes to the car again. What happened to Summer Raven? Summer is busy. Summer has got a lot of work going on at the moment. When the weather's good, they work more. So that's what happened to Summer. That seems to have helped. Just cruise around on this outlap. At the low revs, you can really hear the tires just disliking what I'm trying to do to them. That was my fault for turning and shifting down to second at the same time. Let's do the iRacing shift. This is what everybody does in iRacing. This completely ignores the fact you're supposed to lay off the throttle. Completely unbalances the car, good lord. I've seen so many people do iRacing and it's just like a shift is just slam the clutch with the full throttle. And no, that is not how you shift. Like, that's an iRacing shift. That's a normal shift. iRacing shift. Normal shift. iRacing shift. That was my fault there. I think I have actually countered a lot of the problems. Or at least some of them. That said, I'm glad that I got rid of the attempts bar. The attempts statistic on the Google Doc. Which, if you want to access that, or read that, you can put !Project Hell is all one word in the chat. And if you're on Twitch, Moobot will provide it to you. If you're on YouTube, Nightbot will get to you with that. Because you gotta go. Alright, geek, see ya. I'll be working on Donetsk tomorrow, and before Nivo even bothers asking to troll me, it'll be ready when it's ready. Because he's been doing that for the past 4 days. I don't even know if he's still watching, but I know that if he is, he'll try and ask that just to troll me. One thing I really hate about Project Cars is the physics about the gravel and the grass, where it just slows you down stupidly much. Yes, the whole point is it slows you down, but it would not... Like, if you're accelerating like that, it would not slow you down. Especially in something like this that has a very high ride height. Like, I'm 10 full centimeters. The floor of the car is about 10 full centimeters off the ground. I dropped it. Am I pondering about a Mountain Blade stream? I will do Mountain Blade eventually. What Mountain Blade do you have, Stu? Is it Warband you have? Because that is just an amazing version of the game. Yeah, Warband, Fire and Sword, and Viking Conquest. I have Napoleon as well. Don't think I've got Viking Conquest. No, I don't. I don't, because that was released after I bought the bundle. They are bringing out Mountain Blade 2 eventually, and I know they're working on it. At the moment, that's going to be... Like, if it's anything like Mountain Blade 1, it's going to be an amazing game. I suck so hard at this car. They're making one with catapults into smash castles. That's probably Mountain Blade 2. Stu, do you usually, what kind of character do you usually build? Do you usually build an archer kind of character, or just pure melee? Because in my experience building an archer, you can exploit a couple of small bugs and glitches during sieges where you can stand on top of the ladder and just kill everyone. Because I have won sieges just by standing on top of the siege ladders. Or the siege towers or whatever. So I'm gonna go like full concentration this lap just to see, just try and get the damn lap done. I'll talk properly on the straights. To take castles, you hit on top of the ladder, slash arms off. To defend, you sit on top of the broken wall and chop heads off. If you build an archer stew, you can actually take everybody out from just up the top of the ladder if you're attacking. It's not necessarily the most legit strategy. Masterwork sword. That, yeah. With an archer, if you build it right, you can take everybody in the castle out. Just from the top of the ladder. And then just go in with a sword afterwards and clear out the remaining few. Yeah, that's true. I usually have like a small contingent of melee dudes and a larger contingent of archers. Because if I send the melee dudes in, they can just be a meat shield for the archers. The archers and crossbow troops. Personally, I don't like using a crossbow in it though, because the reload on the crossbow is far too slow for my liking. probably... No, lap's still valid. You've lost more castles than you take, and you just like... Yeah, having cavalry is really good. But I am the kind of person who will just sit behind the entire army with a bow and arrow and pick everyone off. This is one of these cars where I'm going to exploit the rules. Because with every other one I'm trying to get a good lap together. This one I'm just trying to get a lap together. There's multiple witches and spells and stuff like that. Yeah, I use the I don't use this default native. I use Vexed native because that just allows for better gameplay, in my opinion. So you're not running around for like 6, 7, 8 hours trying to level up so you can start taking castles and stuff. Vexed native just increases everything a bit, so the game's a small bit more balanced. And it just speeds things up. Like I don't have a link handy for Vexed Native for Mountain, but for Warband, but it is a very good native trainer, I guess. It's the only mod I've ever installed in the Mountain Blade, probably the only one I ever will. Because the entire purpose is just to make the game move a bit faster. You know, it still is difficult, but it just moves a small bit faster than vanilla native. That's slapping. Oh, not gonna swear. Not gonna swear. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna just skip that for now, put a little mark beside it on my sheet that I'm using. I'm gonna take the 2002 turbo touring car around. Let's see, 170 horsepower compared to 275. So, oh god, that's Fear 3. Yeah. I'm gonna bring just the normal touring car around, see if I can control that, and see if I learn anything that is particularly helpful at getting the turbo around, or the stance works around. Oh god, belt tires.
Go, go, go!
Alright, let's see if we can learn anything here. Yep, definitely learning here. So good news, bad news. So far I've learned that this car has a lot more grip, or seemingly a lot more grip than the Stanceworks edition. Bad news is this car just has a lot more grip than the Stanceworks edition and is therefore useless for learning the Stanceworks edition. Also, this is top speed. Apparently an extra 105 horsepower on this thing makes it damn near uncontrollable. Because this thing's really nice. I'm not constantly fighting it, it's behaving relatively well. Behave better if I didn't just hold the clutch there. Straight's gonna be fun if it maxes out at 208. But yeah, this thing just... It's not nailed to the ground. I mean, it is slipping and sliding a bit. But it's... Yep, this is a BMW. This thing has enough grip that I'm confident at doing stuff like this. Whereas the Stanceworks edition of this same car, I'm constantly thinking, oh god, what if I put my foot down too hard? What if I brake too hard? What if I... change gear a bit too aggressively. This thing's a lot more predictable. BMW 2002 Turbo, and I was kind of dreading this car. And so far, the trend seems to be that cars that I dread without driving, I really like. Now, the Caterhams. That's legitimate dreading. They will be tough. They might be, the two Caterhams in themselves might be full stream. Just because they have very forward weight balance. And they like drifting as a result. So, the Caterhams have to be super careful driving. This thing? it's just behaving. It's just going around at speed. Just following the lines I wanted to. That was me trying to take too much speed in there that time. But by and large, it's pretty easy to guess the correct speed for this thing. That was a bad shift. That was all on me. Hey Lee, how are you doing today? The worst thing about the Stance Works 2002 is that it's not bad around any specific corner, it's just generally bad. I might see if I can find a setup for it. Just to try and calm it down a bit. This thing, pretty much good stock. Unless I do something really dumb like that. It's just gonna behave. Whoa, okay. Let the car get unbalanced through there. You at school today? That's not a bad thing. Hope you got a cup of tea ready, because this is going to be a long one. There's maximum speed. What do I know about the snow mod for FS15? As far as I'm aware, it's just a retexture of the grass windrow. They're just using the grass windrow to act like snow, and you can use a windrower to make it into. You can, I think, make grass bales out of the snow in the snow mod. I'm looking at some XMLs. It does look like snow was intended for FS15. Because there is a line in the career XML that's like time since last snow. The snowbot does look nice, but I wouldn't use it. Don't get near enough snow, so standard FS15, despite all the sunshine, is close enough to realistic for me. This lap is still good, despite that massive screw up. Let me know if anybody's. Let me know if you're having issues, by the way, with the stream. I am getting occasional pop-ups saying that there are potential issues, and they're not spammy pop-ups. They're from XSplit saying there could be issues. So I am aware if anybody's having issues. Should get this lap in. And then I'll do one more attempt at the Stanceworks 2002 and end the stream, because this is probably the most physically taxing stream of the week. So, like, ATS is fine, it's not too physically taxing because the wheel is quite light. Today it's quite heavy, so I am actually having to put in a lot more effort than usual to... You're updating your game on Steam, so you're down to 144p. So far it's good. Also it's just XSplit warning me there might be issues then. That's nice of XSplit. This looks like it feels like it's going to be in around the 8-minute mark. I don't know what the current time of the lap is, but it feels like it's going to be in around 8 minutes. You know, for ages I wondered, how do drivers actually learn the Nurburgring? Because, you know, it is a super long track, and it's actually quite an easy track to learn. Because all you have to do is kind of learn the sequence of the corners. You don't need to learn exact speeds, exact braking points, exact anything. It's the kind of lap where 2 to 3 seconds of difference per lap is quite good consistency. So you can get away with making mistakes on every lap, realistically. The hardest thing is learning what the sequence is and what the rhythm is. Once you get a rhythm, by the way, there's no issue with Twitch today. No issues on either of the streams. I found out what the issues I was having were. Turns out I was set up on the wrong network for the last few days. Because my house has 2 Wi-Fi networks. I was on the wrong one. I was on the one I was testing last week. I was testing its performance last week. Turns out I'd forgotten to set my usual one back as automatically connect. So I've been running on a slow connection. Wow, that was a bad lap. But it counts, so 9:21, 5:36, yeah, 5:36. Yikes. So in celebration of finishing another lap, let's play that on YouTube. It's this, and just because it's quite late, I was going to attempt another lap in the where's chats, in the 2002 Stance Works, but it is quite late for the stream, and I am betting I'll be having food soon, so I'm gonna sign off for today. I'll be back tomorrow with some Donetsk. We'll be working in Giant's Editor, and I'll be having my whole desktop showing. So for anybody who wants to message me on Facebook, please don't. I'm going to think of it. Oh, I've had I've had Skype offline. That's good. So yeah, tomorrow's Donetsk. We'll be continuing on with the map. Hopefully get a good bit done in a few hours tomorrow. I'm planning, tentatively, fingers crossed, to go live at 2. I know I've been going live at 4 the last couple of days. That's been due to essentially me being a bit lazy. And the hat is just to cover up my hair being weird. Constantly weird. It's a nice silly hat though, so it kind of fits. You know, it suits me. So yeah, tomorrow I'll be doing some more Donetsk. I will be wearing this hat again, my lovely little bobble hat. Hopefully I'll get a lot done. I'm planning on going live at 2. Been starting late recently because I literally woke up at like 2:30 today. I gotta try and get to bed at a reasonable hour tonight, but that's not guaranteed. So I am going to go here into this scene where I'm not having technical difficulties anymore, so let's change this text, because I'm using just the one text here. Let's just, god dang it, ending in and we'll get our little timer up, our chrono down. So I'm going to say, as I start off the music once again, thank you all very much for coming today. I've been Rainbowdave, you've been watching Project Hell and Project Cars. Until tomorrow, where we'll be on the Nesk. Stay safe, and goodbye. And I forgot to start the chrono. Well done me. Stay safe, and goodbye.